We got ourselves Amarok over for, oh, is it we knowing that the abs there, my guy. Amarok over on team 2. We got Flexi Bites first up as a Feral Druid. We got Makima, Demonic, and Wilted by Jungle in the back. Flexi gonna be first up versus Argarok? Wait, we got Amarok and Argarok. Argarok is in a lot of trouble. Man needs healing. It looks like Flexing was not gonna give this guy even an opportunity. He went in for the jugular, put up the bleeds. I think the guy did not expect that much damage in the opener, and then a big old bite just sealed the deal. Looks like maybe it was going to be SC up next, but I think they're switching over to Chill Pills instead. Missing one over on the team 1. Deleted. Yeah, dude, that's rough, man. Evokers, by the way, are kind of squishy when they don't use cooldowns. A lot of people say like, oh, Augmentation is like tanky. It's like, I feel like that's where a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I don't know, man. I sometimes run in on doing world quests and I'm dying. Like when people were like first time leveling, first time getting max level in Dragonflight. It's like, you gotta rotate your cooldowns and you gotta use that mobility. Like you will never take a damage as long as you're like using stuff. Flexing, trying to see if you can use stuff versus Chill Pills. It looks like the stuff you're throwing on him, the bleeds, the bites, the everything is actually doing a number. Chill Pills though, undeterred. He's just charging right back at him. No incarnation deal with Dust Drinking out of the main. Flexing, trying to see if he can avoid this damage. Then it's gonna be knocked back into Chill Pills. Trying to see if he can just create some space, but those obliterates, he can't get rid of those obliterates. Blind to make sure Flexing doesn't go anywhere, as a root is gonna stop him in place. Have him some Chain of Ice, trying to see if he can reapply chains as soon as Flexing shifts positions and shift forms. This way he's trying to see if he can just hovel over away from Chills, looking for the reset, but a Death and Decay is gonna be cinching his little hooves, paws, feet, whatever he's got going on, depending on the form. He's trying to avoid him, but he's having quite a kind of a hard time. Chills charging in another grip, another Remorseless with a stun. Big damage, probably has obliterates. Does get a second stun, doesn't mean a second obliterate at all. But hopefully that means he got himself a bit of a cooked up obliterates and he can kind of combo from one into the next. Demonic is going to be up next. And switching over to the Subtlety spec. A lot of you guys are going to be sub, I think, for 10 to an Assass. But I'm hoping a lot more of you guys give Outlaw Crackshot build a go. It is cracked, and I really do mean it. It is some absolutely wild damage. Plus, killing spree actually feels like a button. Chill Pills trying to see if it can feel like a proper tanky death knight. I mean, all the plated armor. But Demonic is just breaking through his defensive stun onto Demonic. Finally able to go for a couple of choppers. But the man is sitting with a death pack. Just kind of just consuming a good portion of his healing. He can't even really respond. Cheap shot. I think it's over. There's only so much you can really do. I guess a rogue like this is going to be a Stormbolt out of the sea, but a blind comes out. Wait, how do you blind? How do you throw a Stormbolt while blinded? What is this? As Demoniac does get himself a reset, SC is going to have himself a hell of a match. Normally, I think Subtlety Rogues win, I guess, Arms Warriors, but my man Talrion, I think he figured out a foolproof way to defeat Sub Rogues. And the thing is, Sub needs to play around that Rupture. You need to put up the bleed on the Warrior. And I feel like with that, you're not really going in for as much burst damage every single time. But also, an Arms Warrior can, depending on how Talrion runs it, you can really just like one-shot, not one-shot, but like three-shot a Rogue. I'm trying to be generous. I'm trying to be accurate, but also very, very generous in that description. You can do some numbers. I want to see if SC can do the same here, though. Get the shot, but it's going to be bleed set on him. Disarm before he can really get himself a go. Mad hits him. Demonic has to go for a Clucker shot as the Bladestorm is out. Eventually, the Bladestorm is going to put a bleed on you. Fear to follow as SC trying to maintain control of the situation. Goes in for a trick and short stun onto Demonic. Has himself an evasion. Overpower should be able to do work. That's going to be cheat death. Unless you do something, that's a cheat death. You could be in a bad spot. It's going to be a vanish last second. Does not proc the cheat death. The man is just out of options. Is he bleeding right now? He is bleeding. If SC can maybe catch back up to him, he might be okay. Charges, how are you getting those charges? But the blind finally gives you the breather you needed. And he does have a trinket back up. SC doesn't have anything. Wait a second. Maybe Demonic just ends it. That's going to be a little bit of the Spore Cloak. Does go for a little hit on Demonic. It's going to be a heal for SC. But the man cannot catch up. As long as you put a Rupture on this Warrior, he's not going to be able to catch himself an easy reset. But a Vanish, oh, dude, those charges, that's stun. Trinket and a Demonic does not want to go down, but a Bladestorm may just be the enemy. Quick turnaround by the Warrior. Does he get to find him? Does he get to end him? Vanish is back up for Demonic in just 10 seconds. SC needs to get himself another charge. Avatar available very, very soon. You could use Avatar in order to go for Bladestorm. Can't stop it. Vanish, we need it right now. Cheat death, Vanish last second. How are you still alive? How are you still alive? Dude, rogues, man. Stun onto Demonic, trying to go for some damage. Defensive stance getting thrown off into a disarm. That's going to be maybe a cloak on Demonic. Does go for the cloak, as this is going to be bleeds. Defensive stance back up, but the shadow strikes just go right through, and that's going to be a stun since he's already inside of the Team 1 arena. The A Priest, not the B Priest, they got the A Priest out this time around. A Priest is just rushing out over Demonic. Vanish quickly for Demoniac, does not have a cloak of shadows, but any damage he does to A Priest right now is going to be kind of limited. Siphon is attacking him, does go for a quick backstab on that thing, and A Priest needs himself some kind of a damage hit. Needs something, anything, got himself a desperate pair. Does he maybe have a fear? Trying to go for some damage with Demonic, maybe some procs, but it's going to be Smoke Bomb trying to see if he can get away. You're just waiting for him with a Void Torrent attached, and he needs to find a way to stop it. Does go in for an interrupt, but it's going to be Shadow Fiend that attacks immediately. Evasion is up, trying to see if he can reduce the damage from the Siphon, but at least dodging some of his hits. But it looks like the tentacles are still getting their damage onto him. Will not be able to catch himself a proper reset as long as he's taking ticks of damage. And trying to see if he can slow down A Priest. Gouge really quickly. Has himself a cloak, has himself everything. Can the Shadow Priest really do much here? I feel like it's just the mobility, the lack thereof, rather. This makes it so much harder. Quick fear. Hold on a second. On his go. Big damage. Void Eruption. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows. If you can live this cloak, I think you may be able to do something. Vanish out of Demonic just to get himself a fatty shield and cooldown reduction. The guy's playing super aggressive here. Blind right after. As soon as he sees any damage, he's just going to go for a breather. Probably Gouge. Kidney shot. No. Reset. No, wait, hold on, turning around. I was gonna say for a moment, like, I think you should have had a kill shot backup and available by then. You vanished too, so it should have been up. But he's gonna try to stay in. A Priest having to go for a little bit of a disperse, trying to keep the pressure on Demonic best he can. With a Void Torrent to follow, you can't really stop this one. At least got himself finally quite a bit of damage that does stick onto the rogue, but unless you can send like a pet over there, oh man, it's gonna be rough. Dampening is also getting a little bit higher too. Plus, when you have the dampening fused together, infused with also the rogue poisons for wound poison, you're not gonna be able to heal a lot here right now. Compared to a rogue too, I feel like a Shadow Priest actually heals for less than a rogue at this point. Not even gonna lie. Demonic had himself a quick reset. Shadow Strike? No, he's just going in for like a full-on run. A Priest knows more or less where he's gonna be. Does pick up the Mage Food. That is allowed, by the way. Mage Foot is allowed. I feel like some of you guys are like, maybe we shouldn't allow it after watching yesterday's with Sub Rogue using Mage Foot just to reset. So that's a good point, but it's just one of those things that's very difficult to regulate within the dueling arena. Big secret technique. A Priest somehow is still alive. Does have power word life. It is keeping him alive barely. The Mind Games does go for the juke and a kick. Demonic is going to be full burst, but he does have Cloak of Shadows. This way he go for as much self-healing as possible until that interrupt is back up and available. Cheap shot. Oh, it's over. That is rough. He just leaves. Oh, he just leaves. He doesn't even want to fight Seavark. He knows exactly what's going to happen. All right. So at least, you know what? And so I'm okay with this. Because now Amarok, my man, been waiting for his turn. Makim also been waiting. Also, WTB Jungle has been waiting. So at least these boys get a chance to play properly without having like a chance that a sub-rogue will just not let them play whatsoever. Oh my goodness, gonna be a lack of lasso on by Amarok as Seavark just pushes in, doesn't even give Amarok a breather. Man goes in for a heal, but does get interrupted. Got himself lava burst, and that's about it. Gonna be a massive glacial spike, trying to go for a kick on Seavark, doesn't quite connect. Frostbolt is gonna probably be the enemy unless Amarok just lives. No, just pushes in, just doesn't give the man a moment of opportunity, freezes the air around him. The guy just literally can't even breathe in that kind of a situation. My goodness, Makima, or is it going to be Jungle? Looks like maybe Jungle. Oh, Makima? Hold on. Both. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Looks like it's the Rogue. Hold on, Jungle. Better be. Hold on, Jungle. I hope you're careful. He's fighting the Rogue. Or no? Huh? Okay. Seavark is confused just like I am. But basically, the Rogue and the Hunter both started charging out. And I have no idea. And I have no clue which one is supposed to play. But the Rogue, we're not going to count that one, right? Not going to count that one. Big jump by Willing by Jungle. And he's trying to go for massive conscience from a distance, but a ray of Frostball mode from Seavark is just over. Oh! I want to see more of this Frosty action, but I guess you don't get to tonight, man. I want to see more of that. Can we see more Seavark's Frost Mage? Or Arcane? I like on either spec, man. So who won most of these even? I don't even know. Was it Demoniac? I don't know what Demoniac left. I also don't know why Makima left there too. I wanted to see like a proper Seavark versus potentially 3 or a chance for you guys to take him down. I mean, as long as you get an ice block or 2 out of him, right? You're playing for to get their cooldown so that the next guy can go in and finish him off. If you do play like that, I feel like that would have been a winnable situation. Let's get us another one going, boys. Yeah. Never see you.